Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 12 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in the last part, all of our kids got their A's. Those who hadn't got it got their A's, so we have completed that part. Now I'm still trying to work on some of the aspiration goals and some of their skills so that we can maybe go back to Salvadorada on the weekend. And once we get through some of that, then I'm planning on trying to see about maybe forming a teen club so they can meet some other teens, and then having Norah perhaps try and find someone. But I just want to make a little bit more progress with their aspirations and stuff first before we start relaxing a little bit and doing those types of things. And they still have a fair amount to do, to be quite honest. So I have Colleen. Looks like, is she gonna ask for advice? Okay, well, we'll see. You may ask for advice, but what I want you to do is I want you to read the fabrication book so you can work on that part of your aspiration, because you have the fabrication. Or is someone else looking it, or am I just overlooking it? I am just missing it here. So you're going to come and read the fabrication book. Well, I'll tell you once. Actually, we'll do the same thing because Freddie did sit down. And Grant, your biggest one is you need to probably have a shower. Can you scrubberoo him? Work on your magic? You're getting kind of muscular, I have to say. Magic, spells, scrubberoo. Can we try that? Can we get that done? Oh, Declan's working on that. Okay, so he is clean, and he got through that. So hopefully that counted. It did. And so if we go over to the popular good vampire, it should also count there because he's reached vampire lore 3. And now we're going to put him back onto the Renaissance Sim / we'll just put him on the nerd brain aspiration. And he needs to finish reading books, which this won't count. But he can buy the next book because he's unlocked it. So we're going to purchase the number 2. And there we go. Now that we purchased number 2, you can read that. And we will put this in the bookcase. And we'll have you read it. Hopefully you'll actually sit down. Good, you're doing. We have lots of kids reading. So Grant, I think you're doing pretty well with your fitness. So let's just check where you are on the athletic aspiration, which is your actual aspiration. So now you need to push the limits while energized. And you can, but you're not energized. But you can drink energy juice because you're active. So why don't you drink that energy juice? Please. There are other ways, but this is a quick one since he does that. So we're going to go jogging, push the limits. Usually I know I like to jog to clear mind, but since we need to push the limits, maybe that's not actually the way to go. Because I don't know that he'll jog for an hour. So why don't you come here and energize. We'll do this epic one there instead. And you want to do your homework? Well, you can do that when you finish working on that. And you want to cloud gaze? Well, we'll leave that and decide if we're going to go with that. So you're really not doing anything really very useful. So why don't we come and see if this is done? And it is. So we're going to collect that. There we go. Probably need to put lights in this room. At least over the flower arranging table. So we got that. Okay. So we're gonna, I'll always love you. And she's gonna have to go for a jog. Time to go for a jog. Or write. You could just write. We could have you write. And actually, I think I got that wrong. I had Colleen read the fabricating. It's Bonnie who needs to read the fabricating book. Not Colleen. But, whatever. She can read it. So you can write in your journal. And now what you need to read is actually, we probably need to purchase, whether this is going to count, I don't know, skill writing, because you need to learn the writing skill. And you don't need to really read about it, but we're going to try and see if we can get that to count. Any moment when I can get to it. Of course, all the way at the bottom because it's W and this is alphabetical, which is actually really good, but Means it's a long way down to get to it. Writing. And you know what? Let's get the wellness book while we're at it. Okay, so you're going to try and read the writing. That should be in here. And it's alphabetical too, from looks of it. So you're going to read that. And then the first book didn't count as reading. Of course. And then can you scrubberoo yourself? You're not magic. You can't scrubberoo yourself. What are you doing? You're playing incredible sports and you're not reading. Magic. Spells. Scrubberoo. There we go. And then I want you to read that book. But we'll wait for you to be scrubberooed and then you can read that book. Maybe we need to go somewhere else to do the reading. This looks like it's a book. We'll put it there. Okay, so alrighty. I'll just do this one. So now you're actually gonna. No, that's your spell out of a range. So we're gonna have you do some writing. Write in your journal. There you go. All right, can you read the book that I asked you to read? Because I'm pretty sure I checked and you don't have writing skill. It's odd because I would have thought that I would have had you write in your journal already, but you don't have any writing skill. So can you do that? So I'll try and keep an eye on that. I want you to send the herbal, and it's a masterpiece, which is good. And then you may as well load some more ingredients. Maybe they need to bring their books and read in Salvadorada when they're not going to get the boosts and they'll actually get them to count. Like, I don't think she's going to get a count because she's at level 2 already. So maybe I won't bother too much. And then that's done. We will start fizzing. And you may as well come here and try and make a little bit of money. We're going to stock the table. Make sure this is locked. Yes, it is. I think it was locked from when we had our other sale. And then we're going to tend the table and start a yard sale. Make sure those prices are still marked up. They are indeed marked up, so that is good. So, Freddie, are you doing your reading? Have you gotten any of it to count? You're at 2 or 3 books. That's good. Better than some of the others. They're not doing so good with the reading. And you're level 5 already. I don't know if this book's going to count. What do you need to learn? What do you need to learn? You already have flower arranging, so that means you already did that one. Maybe just read a book. Maybe just read a regular book. And this is good for... It is good for a while, but why don't... Look, we sold for 12,000. Not as... Okay. Just keep being friendly, and then I guess you need to go volunteering. More clubs. Club gatherings, rally the troops. And... Let's see. Why don't you... You could do the same thing. Why don't we have you learn the Master Vampire? It's also an easy way to get some skills, some points. It's a very simple way to get some points. Do you want to? You want to edit a video. Oh, actually, one of them wanted to make a piece of music. It was our Connie. Yeah, it didn't count for reading books. Okay, so just do your homework. Forget this reading. I think we're going to just work on the couple of skills that we need. So I'm actually going to purchase the logic book because they'll learn the logic skill quickly. I will keep it on here just in case it counts, but I'm not really expecting it to count. That's the thing. The flower arranging seems to, because you don't really get, I think you don't get the boosts as much with that one. And maybe herbalism might count too. But we'll get logic. I think she's going to get too much of a boost with logic. But we're going to read the logic book and just see if that... You need the logic skill anyways, and I don't think you have logic or very much logic. Yeah, you have level 1. So we have one more left. Can we sell this? It is a masterpiece, so I would honestly hope it would sell for more than 12,000. And it's juice, so maybe we'll try... It did sell for the same amount. Maybe we'll... I know we made seltzer, but we're going to try making seltzer next time. Sorry, I know we made juice with this one, but we're going to try and change that to seltzer next time because And she needs to get to level 8 of flower arranging. So why don't you come here and read that flower arranging book, which I keep forgetting it's alphabetical. And it's not in here. Maybe it's in your inventory? That's herbalism, which we'll put there. We can always grab them out when we need them. Reread that. We don't need it for anything other than learning. So Tome of Magical Aura. We're just going to get some of these books off. And we'll leave it at that. So we unlocked a vampire tome. So he's done that. And he's dirty. Read. So we're going to go here. Good vampire. We're going to actually cancel that and hit play and then start it again. Search for information. Did it not work when someone scrubberooed you? Can you scrubberoo? Because he looks like he's still dirty. Why don't you magic and try and scrubberoo Freddy? And speaking of magic, we sold all this. We're going to end this yard sale. She's doing that reading, but when she finishes reading, I'm going to have her come here and try and brew a potion of plentiful needs. Because they would be oh, no, he failed. Freddy, sorry. You're going to have to take a shower. Because Declan failed. What level are you of logic anyways? 8. Oh, so you're very high with logic. Gardening, you're 4. So you're going to come here and ask for gardening tips. You may as well check pockets for seeds while you're at it. And archaeology, you could... we could just put you on the archaeology aspiration. And this can go into Edward's inventory, and I'm pretty sure it was Edward. Where is Edward? Oh, he got something. Here, can you try and scrubberoo yourself? Magic scrubberoo. You have that logic. How high is your logic skill? It's not actually very high. So why don't you come here and actually... I'm going to have you... I don't know if the logic skill book is there. We're going to have you just play for a short time. Because you need to get to level 4 before you can read the book. And you were successful. Good boy. I took my hand on the mouse and it moved. So, did you make that potion? Resume. Okay, you didn't finish it. What is it with people coming in and standing at the back of our yard? I don't really understand it. Okay, so that should be in your inventory. Did you get your level 8? No, you're not really doing anything I'm telling you to do. I guess I'll just leave you to do that, and then when you're finished, No, you reset again. Can we resume it? Or are you going to reset again? Resume. Okay, can you discard it? Okay, so can we now try and brew that potion again? And it looks like we may have to watch her brew the potion because I can't do anything else. I'm going to pause and try and tell the others to do things that are useful. So Abigail needs to read some more books. And she got logic to 2. So I think I will have her clean up the books. And... we're going to just have you read, if it's in here, the flower arranging book. Which it is not. Did you read the herbalism book? Because you don't seem to know that skill from what I can see. So we'll just tell you to read it once. I meant to pause this. I must have unpaused it. Bonnie, you are the one who needs the fabrication skill. So why don't you come and read the fabrication book once? Colleen, you're reading our logic book and you're getting hungry. And where did you get? You got to level 3 of logic, so we shall see if that counts. Declan, you're playing the violin, and you have level 5 of fitness, and your violin is maxed already. I hope you're at least playing for emotional control. I forgot that I could tell them to do that, but your gardening is reasonably high. Why don't you go jog to clear mind so that you can work on that skill a little bit more? I can't remember. I was going to get you to do some more archaeology. You're my archaeologist, so you know lots of that. You have used that to search, so we need to have you come here and we need to have you read the book. But before you read the book, why don't you... No, we're not going to do that. I was going to have him rally the troops, but, you know, hopefully, and Grant, you're working out, so you need to spend more time exercising what you're doing. So we'll leave you with that. And Freddie, you're reading. So we have, I think they're all doing things. They're supposed to do things. So let's see whether we keep an eye on her if she actually gets this done this time. Because that would be very handy if she could get this done and we could bring some with us. And she needs to scrubberoo herself. I would also like her to level up because I want her to essentially max the... One of my goals for her is to get to the top of the magic and then turns the other kids into spellcasters because I have never done that before and I think it would be fun. But normally my households are full of spellcasters. Like I start with 2, they're spellcasters. They level everything up. They have kids and there's already spellcasters. So I've never had to really use that, particularly not with someone in my household. So she's got to level 4. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm watching this. I'm going to try and go fast and let's see whether she has any luck. Oh, Grant's completed his aspiration. He's all done with his athletic aspiration. So I need to come up with, I guess he can work on like all the ones he has to get to level 2 at least. He still has to do that, but he's all done. I did think he was starting to look pretty muscular. And she... Oh my goodness, she got cursed. She got cursed of uncleansable stench. Seriously? You're an acolyte. I guess you're not really that high. Okay, so that's... What did you do? You discarded that. Alrighty. Can you make the potion of curse cleansing? You don't actually have that. So we are going to use some points and under potions, you can actually buy the potion of curse cleansing for 500 simoleons. So we're going to do that. And this one won't. I have never had this fail. I would think it can't fail, but the point is I've never had it fail, at least. And we're going to drink that. Can you drink that? And let's check your little ball. Okay, you're gonna go somewhere else to drink that. Okay, where are you going? Where are you going to drink that? All the way over. You're not even settled where you're going. You're gonna come sit down, or you're just gonna... Yeah, you are gonna sit down. And you're gonna drink that. And... Did that get rid of the curse? It did. You're still dirty. Let's try. I don't know if I've had that particular curse before, but it didn't last very long because we took a potion right away. And now that we've done that, we're going to try and see. Watch her get going. Good, it worked. So we're going to rally the troops. Because I saw others were getting hungry and I didn't want to interfere. So now her ball is kind of high. I just really want her to get leveled up. Yeah, anyways, I think she's done what she can do with that. So why don't you come here and collect? Collect that potion. Where is your logic skill? Maybe this weekend is not a good time to go to sell. Maybe some of the kids should just get their jobs. So Abigail, because I don't think they've got through all the skills I would like them to have. And they can always take time off school, so, and work for that matter. So let's go here and find a job. She is going to become, since she's my nature, my nature sim. She's going to do the outdoor labor, the manual labor. That's the one she will get. In some ways, it'd probably be easiest just to make them all do the same thing, and then they're all gone at the same time, and I don't have to keep track of different hours. That might be the easiest. I was kind of thinking it would be fun to have them do different things, and the problem with the lifeguard is that it's 4 days a week, whereas this manual labor is only 2 days a week, and while it's on the weekend, yeah, I'm going to do that. They're just going to all take the same job. So to make it simpler for me, and I don't have to keep track of all the different times with so many kids in the house. So I'm just going to go through and have them all start the same job, and I'll be back when that's done. They're still in the process of doing that. We're going to start fizzing seltzer. And while they were doing that, we have a pop-up. I would like to adult now. We're going to do this one so she can do her homework to get, which I don't see her homework, and I did. There we go. Here's another one. It was taking so long. I had to actually. Oh, I must have had him go the wrong thing. Yes, I must have hit the retail employee instead for the one. So this must be your homework. So why don't you do your homework? No, wrong sim. Colleen, do you have homework? Was I looking in the right inventory? You do have homework. So you're going to do your extra credit work. And Freddie, you don't have homework in your inventory, so you are going to actually do that homework after all. And do they all have the jobs now? She does, and she's playing a game, so that's okay. You do, so I want you to rally the troops, because I see we have some needs. Rally the troops. And then you should actually come when you're done with that. And where is she doing her homework? Where's Colleen? Oh, she's right here. So you're going to encourage doing that homework to help her get her responsibility back up. And you may as well encourage him for doing his homework. And let's check your needs. They're maxed. You're not the one with the issues. Freddie, okay, you're okay. I know someone needed some fun. And it was Bonnie needs the most fun. So why don't you watch some cooking channel? So they're just trying to get their needs a little bit boosted, those who need it, before we go to school. Oh, Abigail needs some fun. So why don't you watch that cooking channel too? And you may as well repair that for now, so that they hopefully are in good shape when they go to school today. Because I may as well send them to school, because we're here, we're home, and we're going to be home for a little bit of time. And then we are, hopefully I'm trying to get them to learn. The skills I find useful for going to Salvadorada are logic, fitness, handiness, gardening, the archaeology skill, and the actual Salvadoradian culture skill. Those are the ones I remember off the top of my head being useful for when you're there and having to go through the portals and helping you fend off the attacks from the various bugs and all that stuff. So I'm trying to get those in decent shape for all of them, particularly logic. If they're not going through and they're just standing around, they can still get attacked. And then I want to go back to Salvadorada, and it may be a couple of trips because the gates don't always open every time. But, we'll deal with that when we actually get there. But that is actually going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.